Have you ever been to the Ozarks? I haven't. I've never even left California. Maybe just to Nevada, Arizona. Not the Ozarks. Sorry to all my Ozark fans out there, but I'm not interested in going to some shithole. But the sharks are. Oh yeah. We got Ozark sharks. You know what that means? Another movie to cover in another shithole state. I'm surprised it's not the sequel to Shark Kansas. Either way, let's get right into these fucking Ozark shit sharks.
So, the plot of the movie is pretty basic and pretty easy to understand. It's about this family that goes to the Ozarks on vacation. I actually had to look up where the Ozarks are because I have no idea where they are. Turns out it's in some shithole involving some of the worst states in America. So why anyone would want to go on vacation there is beyond me. But they go on vacation there, and it just so happens there's like a little festival going on or something. And yeah, it's pretty predictable what happens. The plot was serviceable. I mean, it was there, but really besides that, I couldn't say it was anything else. It was really generic when it comes to a story. The family was pretty basic and just super white. Ultimately, just generic and really didn't hold my attention. It wasn't bad. It was just there, and I don't really have anything else to say about it. In terms of shark screen time, it was not that much. It was a bit, that's for sure, but it wasn't a ton. I would have preferred a bit more, but it was more than other movies, that's for sure. It was more than zombie sharks. They do more talking about the sharks than actually seeing the sharks, which is never a good thing in these movies. But at least when the shark is on screen, it really tries to make an impact at least. So it's not like the sharks show up for a second, kill someone, and disappear. I mean, they do that, but it's not very often at least. At least the shark's there for a bit. I will say there is a tiny bit of repeated footage, not stock footage, but repeated footage, so take that as you will. When it comes to the kills, I thought they were just good. They weren't great by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, these sharks are in kind of an exotic area, so it kind of gets a pass by default, but a few of them were just really basic. Like, really, it's like I haven't seen that a million times. But there were some good ones here, and I will give credit where credit is due. There were a few good ones, that's for sure. Something I felt that was better was the sharks themselves getting killed. I thought these were actually pretty good. It's not like one shark gets killed in this movie, it's multiple sharks. The kills were actually moderately alright for the most part. They weren't all basic as hell. There was some creative stuff there. There was one really unique kill of a human getting killed in the movie involving a wood chipper that was really stupid, but the more I thought about it was like, you know, that's actually pretty creative. So I'll give that one some props too. The kills weren't actually that bad. They were pretty alright. The CGI though was pretty bad. It was not like god awful, but it wasn't exactly good, especially for when it came out. This did not come out in like 2010. And it just, yeah. The CGI was just not that great of the shark. Like, it just generally looked fake and kind of silly, honestly. It does that wonderful effect where, like, the water is not moving around the shark. The shark is going through the water, and none of the parts of the water are moving or reacting, just where the shark was. Which is really kind of annoying for the most part. I've seen a lot worse, obviously, but, I mean, this wasn't exactly up there in terms of quality. Could have been worse. You know, the acting in this movie was pretty alright, actually. I don't know why, but a good portion of the cast from Ghost Shark, which I actually love, was in the movie, so maybe I am a little biased, but the acting I thought was pretty okay. Some actors are clearly better than others, with a few of them actually doing a pretty good job for the most part, especially a movie like this, but a few of them were really just kind of boring. Some of them had some kind of cringy dialogue and generic conversations. It didn't stand out in that aspect, but hey, some actors being alright is better than none of them. And to the ones being alright, I hope that they get something more meaningful than another shark movie and get to go do something, but I doubt that at this point. So overall, all in all, this movie is not bad. It's not great, it's just average really. It has some lame ass CGI, some decent enough shark kills, and some decent enough acting. It is a really generic story and a shithole setting. Based off of the setting alone, I would say it's different from most shark movies. The big comparison of a shark movie with this one is Shark Kansas, Women's Prison Massacre. I would say there are some aspects where that movie is better, and then there are some where this one is better. I mean, they're both on pretty equal playing grounds. Neither one is totally shit, and this movie is better, but the title is just nowhere near as good as Shark Kansas. This title is just kind of boring, but hey, it matches the story. Boring. Not terrible, but probably not worth your time. It's an alright movie. It's just kind of boring, though. They also never really actually explain how the sharks got to the Ozarks in the first place. With everything said, I'm gonna have to give the movie on the shark scale a 3 out of 5. It's good, but it does come off as a bit generic, and you can find more exciting shark movies that I've actually given 2s to. So, take that as you will. So I'll see you guys on the next shark review. Hopefully it's in not such a shithole area like this movie.